Hey YouTube, this is Paul MPJ Cooper here reporting for Super Special Option Cards. We have
Scott Sommers.
And he just top 88 regionals in Maplewood, Minnesota. What was you running?
I decided to run Constellers today.
Why is that? Besides the other decks?
I feel like Constellers had Omega, so it had a Infestation on a beat stick plus Pleides was really good. Just overall a really good control deck that had a lot of options and utility that I could take advantage of.
Okay, what was your record by the end of the day?
I ended the day at 7-1-1.
Okay.
I drew with a water deck. I ended up losing to the Exo Madolce deck.
Okay.
And then I did round 1. I played Evil Swarm. I then played Blackwing. Last round I played Boujins. That was interesting. And then I played like 2 mirror matches. 2 mirror matches. So that was, and I ended up any game. It was either a sweep. The only game that ended up going to game 3 was Boujins. Yeah. Because that was a hard matchup.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just run through the deck.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, to the deck list.
Yeah. So it's pretty basic lineup. 3 costs, 3 Pollux, 3 Sombre. It's Kirkion.
Yeah.
I decided to run 2 Algiades instead of 3 like most people on the sole fact that I feel like Maxx C was a thing this tournament because of Dragon Plants, other combo decks. I didn't want to get them the +1 off of me.
Oh, okay.
While this is a good card, I feel like just 2 is perfect.
Okay.
I decided to only run 2 Valor. Kind of the same concept, like Valor isn't strong. I actually sided it out a lot because I did play a lot of stun matchups today, but the combo deck just wasn't, really worth it. I did play 1 Bear because of Tenki. It's just a good monster destruction with the deck. Really doesn't have. It has like utility to get rid of things but not destroy them. Okay. And then 1 Honest because all of them are light. And this is just a really good like sweeper. I played 15 monsters. Okay. Spells, I went 3 Duality. I did not play Reinforcements of the Army like most people probably would. The reason why is because I played the 3rd Duality because it actually gives me more options to select monsters. I don't like to have 1 card to have 3 targets, especially in a deck where it needs so much utility and searching. Okay. I played 3 MSTs, back row hate. Since Heavy's gone, I need to make sure that I'm playing the MSTs carefully. I'm waiting on my MST plays, and so it's very good to hold on to those at the very last second. I had 2 Tenki, searches cost, searches bear. So very good card. Plus it boosts up Omega, which is very important at times. I only played 1 Lance because Omega fulfilled that purpose of Lance, and it fulfilled it for all of my creatures rather than just the 1. Which Lance was good, but Omega seemed better at times. 1 Dark Hole, that's pretty staple. I played 1 Star Cradle. This is basically salvage, and it can. In the later games, I feel like I can. The longer the game goes, the better I have a match. More likely I'm going to win the game. So this is going to be a card that I can top deck and add 2 Sombres, add a Pollux and a cost, and potentially win the game from there. Even though you can't conduct your battle phase, like that's important. Book Moon, really good card. Plus then I can go Gaia Charger into like a set card. 2 Fiendish Chain, really good card because I can bounce it with Pleides. 2 Vanity's Emptiness, slowed down decks, really just haltered some decks and just caused them to be like, oh, well, I can't do anything now, this is awesome. 2 Mirror Force because, if people overextended, I can just sweep them out. 2 UD Prison, just really staple. Especially, even though it's at 2, like, I needed to make sure that I was protecting my things, and those are the 4 traps that I feel like were necessary, including a Compulse. Compulse is staple now. Warning is staple, of course. 1 Torrential. I only played 1 Safe Zone. The sole fact that 2 Safe Zones can be clunky. Safe Zone's really only good if I have a board presence with Omega or Pleides, and I'm, abusing the Safe Zone. Okay. And then 1 Bottomless.
All right, is that 40 cards?
Yeah, that was 40 cards even.
Okay.
Then on to the extra deck real quick. Let me go over the rank 4s. Obviously 2 Omega.
Yeah.
Really good card, the Infestation. Plus it's a Beast Warrior, like I mentioned earlier. This card's really good. If you don't know what it does, basically makes a monster small, negates the effects. You attack for 2,000, and then if it dies, you draw a card. So that's really important. I didn't summon Diamond Dire at all, but it was just in case. Like again, I needed just something to destroy cards. So if this ended up coming up, it would have been helpful. 1 Maestroke because it's Maestroke. It can get rid of things that maybe I'm not necessarily able to do with other cards. If like Omega can't run over it, this can. Same with Gemini Pearl. If Omega can't do it, Gemini Pearl can. And then 1 Cowboy to finish out most games, just in case.
Bang bang.
Yeah. Bing. 2 Pleides, pretty much a staple monster of the deck. Really good, bounces their cards and bounces my cards, so that's important. 1 Tiras, staple. Adreus, staple.